Elaine and I will be talking about Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin was born on February 12, 1809, in England. Darwin's father decided that Darwin would pursue a medical career, so he went to the University of Edinburgh, where he read the natural history of Selborne, and started making detailed observation of birds. In his second year, he joined the Plinian Society and went to their scientific debates, which may have been his first exposure to anti-Christian ideas. In April 1827, Darwin dropped out of medical school. His father arranged for him to study for the clergy instead, which he attended Christ College for. Here he was introduced to John Stevens Henslow, a professor of botany. On August 29, 1831, Darwin was invited to board HMS Beagle on a 2-year survey of South America. The Beagle arrived at Santiago and the Cape Verde Islands, where he found a horizontal white band of shells in a cliff face which had been underwater at one time. Darwin wondered how it ended up 45 feet above the sea and noted that this supported Lyell's theory of the world slowly changing over a long period of time. On August 19, 1832, Darwin sent Henslow his first group of specimens and notes. Along the Patagonia coastline, Darwin found fossils which turned out to be giant rodent-like animals, ground floss, and giant teeth, most of which were unknown to science at this time. In August, he uncovered a fossil of a large animal below a layer of white seashells, similar to the layer he found on the island of Santiago. This confused Darwin because he couldn't figure out how it ended up below an ocean deposit. November 14, 1833, Darwin explored the Mercedes region of Uruguay and found the head of a fossilized toxodon, a hippo-like animal. In February of 1835, Darwin found areas of land that had risen a few feet due to the earthquake, and this was evidence supporting Charles Lyell's theory that land masses rose slowly over an extremely long period of time. October 2, 1836, the Beagle finally arrived home after a voyage of over 4 years. June 1839, Darwin was working on the structure and distribution of coral reefs, but was worried that he would be viewed as an atheist and decided not to publish. In August of 1839, Darwin's narrative of the Beagle voyage was published separately and was called the Journal of Researches into the Natural History and Geology of the Countries Visited During the Voyage of HMS Beagle. May of 1842, Part 1 of Darwin's geological observation series, The Structure and Distribution of Coral Reefs, was published. Darwin decided that the members of a species with favorable traits had more reproductive success. Over time, this process resulted in one species transmutating into another. Another naturalist, Alfred Russel Wallace, developed similar ideas, and they announced their findings together. In 1859, Darwin published On the Origins of Species by Means of Natural Selection. The book was controversial because Darwin made it seem possible that even people might have evolved from apes, and destroyed the formal belief of how the world was created. However, his ideas soon gained popularity. Darwin died on April 1882 and was buried in Westminster Abbey.